for the Obama administration.
By the way, this week was a big one for GOP 2016 presidential speculation. Several potential contenders spoke to the Republican Jewish Coalition at a meeting in Las Vegas. And a few met with key GOP donor, casino magnate Sheldon Adelson. One of those men, former Florida Governor Jeb Bush, is reportedly getting a hard press from donors to run in 2016. The Washington Post quotes one major donor as saying the vast majority of the party's top 100 donors to Romney in 2012 would back Bush in a nomination battle. Next weekend is a big one for the entire Bush family. It is the 25th anniversary of George Herbert Walker Bush's presidency, and there is a big Texas-style celebration planned. We will be broadcasting our show from there live, which will include my exclusive interview with Jeb Bush. That's exciting. Join us. Ahead, an exclusive look inside the National Security Agency. Outgoing NSA Director General Keith Alexander takes Brett Baer on a behind-the-scenes tour. And do prayers have a place at public meetings? We're going to talk to a county commissioner who says yes, and she is risking going to jail for her beliefs. That story, you'll meet her next.
Don't just treat gas, attack it with Phazon. Phazon relieves gas fast.
OxyClean is shaking up the dish detergent aisle. New OxyClean dishwasher detergent. Powerful enough to tackle top baked-on messes, even removes coffee stains on contact, and prevents cloudy film often left behind. Try OxyClean dishwasher detergent.
I just woke up today and I said, I need something sportier. And done.
Okay, Maxwell, just need to contact your insurance company with the VIN number.
I just did it with my Geico app. VIN number's loaded.
Okay, well then, Jerry here will take you through all the features then.
Whee! Go out to the car.
Okay, I'm just... His dad is my parents.
Yeah.
Friends in and out of car, just a tap away on the Geico app.
The termites must come, but they're flying to their doom. Enter the legions of termites, 8,000 strong, backed by 85 years of experience and the strongest guarantee in the business. Swarm came and was met with the might of Terminix Nation and all the men and women who stick with us, whose homes will never be surrendered. Sorry, termites, we've got a little swarm of our own, and we have one message for you. Not here, not now, not in my house. Terminix.
Got him regrouped for the go. Yeah! Not just a startup, an upstart.
Gotta get going. Gotta be good. Good. Growth is the goal. How do we do that?
I talked to UPS. They'll help us out. New technology, smart advice. We focus on the business and they take care of the logistics.
UPS. Good going. We get good? That's great.
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 Really great.
Hey everybody, I'm Julianne Huff. When your face is broken out and nothing you try is working, you feel out of control. I know I did. But now, there's a whole new approach to treating acne from America's #1 acne brand. It's called Proactive Plus. What does the plus mean? It means more. More medicine that now works even faster, and more skin-loving ingredients to visibly address dark marks, oily shine, redness, and enlarged pores, giving you skin that's not only clear, but bright, beautiful, and younger looking too.
Announcing all new Proactive Plus, a breakthrough combination of smarter acne medicine plus ultra-perfecting skincare. The results will amaze you.
Going very jail over it. That was Commissioner Robin Fraser from Carroll County, Missouri, declaring she is willing to go to jail for violating a judge's order that the commission stop delivering sectarian prayers while a lawsuit is playing out. Some county residents joined by the American Humanist Association are suing, saying prayers specific to any religion have no place at public meetings. Commissioner Bartlett Fraser and her attorney, David Gibbs, join us now live. Welcome. Thank you. And David, we'll check in with you remotely in just a second. I want to get the commissioner's story here. As this lawsuit is playing out, you have an injunction in place. A federal judge who says none of these prayers can take place until the underlying dispute is resolved. Why did you feel like it was worth the risk to step out and say, if they want to throw me in jail, I'm going to pray?
Well, I just had one evening to determine what I was going to do. We heard that the injunction had come in, and it wasn't that we couldn't pray, but it's that we could not say the words, Jesus Christ, our Savior. And I was the next person up to pray with rotating. And I feel that, and we've been fighting for our citizens over this, that we have inalienable rights that come from God, life, liberty, pursuit of happiness, and the First Amendment rights of the first one listed, and it infringed upon speech and religion to say that we couldn't say certain words in our prayer. And I felt it was something that's very important to our country, where our country is going, and that I needed to stand up for that.
Okay, so we know the attorneys on the other side of this case have said they're not going to push for contempt, but if you do it again, they will go to the judge and press for contempt charges. Now, I want to talk to David Gibbs, your attorney in this matter. David, you and I were over at the Supreme Court when they heard a very similar case. We're still awaiting that opinion. Could come as early as this week. How do you think that could factor into what's happening here with the commissioner?
Well, Shannon, I think the Supreme Court is going to hand down a decision shortly that will exonerate what Commissioner Fraser has done and protect other government officials all across the country. I believe as the NCAA, the National Center for Life and Liberty, is defending Carroll County in this case, that we are on the right side of history. Our founders prayed, they prayed in Jesus' name, that was protected historically. They're on the right side of the First Amendment. People are very troubled that judges would be making a determination of where something is too religious or not religious. And I remind your viewers that a no-Jesus religion, a no-deity religion, is a religion. We're forcing secularism, atheism, these other beliefs down the majority's throat, and that's wrong according to the First Amendment. That is an establishment of religion. But then I also point out that I believe Carroll County is right on the separation of powers. I'm very concerned when courts are forced to tell commissioners, elected officials, what they can or cannot say. I mean, hypothetically, could a judge issue an order to President Obama and say, do not say God bless the USA, do not say God bless America? And people would be offended at that because here you have an elected person, you have the president, you have a county commissioner, Robin Fraser, and what she's trying to do is what she believes in her legislative discretion is best. And our courts have three spheres of government, and for the judiciary to step over and to tell elected officials what they can or cannot say is very troubling for all elected officials across our nation.
And Commissioner, I understand there are 5 of the U.S. commissioners who decided this was something you wanted to do at the start of the meetings, to pray for each other, to pray for the business that you were going to do. And I understand you rotate, you each take a turn praying. Would you all be willing to pray without using the name Jesus? And there are others who say, well, that's not my religion, I don't hear that prayer with this meeting, so it's I'm here for business. Is there a compromise there, or do you feel like a compromise is simply unacceptable?
Well, we have had that discussion, and I said that I pray in Jesus' name because that's how the Bible instructs us to pray. John 16:24 says, hitherto, have you asked something in my name, ask and you shall receive. What? Jesus speaking, and so that's how I pray. And the other group said, well, sometimes we say in Jesus' name or in his name, but we don't have to. So everyone, does it the way that they see fit. But they agreed with me that if that's the way I believe that our prayers would be answered, that's how I should pray.
All right. Well, we are going to follow this case. Very, very interesting. And certainly as we watch to possibly get the bigger ruling from the Supreme Court this week, may impact your case as well. Commissioner, please keep us updated. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
And thank you, David. We appreciate your time.
Thank you, Shannon.
All right. As the debate continues over the NSA's intelligence gathering methods, Brett Baer gets an exclusive behind-the-scenes tour of the agency's operations from the outgoing NSA Director General Keith Alexander. Take a look.
So you come in here.
Come right there. Yeah, and I probably wrinkled that up. I come in, and they say, get a little closer.
Volunteer enrollment deadline. But what do the numbers really mean? We're going to break them down and have a fair and balanced debate next.
It takes special skills to be a Daikin Comfort Pro, official dealer of one of the world's top-selling indoor comfort brands. Get to know your local
And never overpay. Visit TrueCar.com.
This is Kevin. To prove to you that a lead is the better choice for him, he's agreed to give it up. Yesterday,
You'll be with him all day as he goes back to taking Tylenol.
I was okay, but after lunch, my knee started to hurt again. I gotta take more pills. Yep, I'm on a pill stop. When I get my leave back yet? For my pain, I want my leave.
Look for the Easy Open Red Arthritis Cap.
In every life, there are moments of certainty. When you know, you know. The all-new Volvo V60 Sports Wagon, the S60 Sedan, and the XE60 Cruiser. Test drive one today.
I've got a to-do list and 5 acres of fresh air.
Top 3 tools: hammer, screwdriver, front loader.
Happiness is a drive over one.
John Deere dealer can teach tractors to anyone. In the right hands, an I-match quick hitch could probably cure most of the world's problems.
That's how we run. And nothing runs like a Deere.
Visit your dealer or johndeere.com/onething. Supermodel Cindy Crawford doesn't just walk the red carpet, she rocks it. At 47, she steals the show and wows the international press. Her secret is meaningful beauty, a complete skincare system that restores the look of youth.
Since using Meaningful Beauty, my skin tone is evening out, and I notice that all of the lines have softened.
Now, try Meaningful Beauty with Cindy's best deal ever. Normally $119, now just $49.95. But wait, call now and Cindy's Red Carpet Trio is free. You get 2 customer favorites, plus the amazing skin polishing brush to gently power away dry, dead skin cells, revealing smoother, more radiant skin.
I could tell a difference immediately. My skin felt like soap. It was beautiful.
Call 1-800-480-7066 and get all this. A $215 value for just $39.95. Results guaranteed or your money back. Call now.
Well, tomorrow's supposed to be deadline day for signing up for Obamacare. There's a little wiggle room in there. We'll talk about that. That's when the first enrollment period ends for most Americans, but there's yet another delay announced this week. And now even some Democrats are proposing election year changes to better the law. Here for fair and balanced debate, we've got Fox News contributor Angela McGowan and Christy Setzer, a veteran of several Democratic campaigns. Ladies, nice to have you both. Thanks for coming in. Great to be here. All right, Christy, I want to start with this latest Fox News poll we have out. There are others this week that reflect similar opinions, but the popularity of Obamacare, whether folks now oppose or approve it, 56% now approve it, 40% say they, 56% oppose, 40% say they support it. So clearly in the conversation of the public sphere, it's still not very popular.
Well, the law as it stands is not very popular, but what most people say is that they want to make little fixes to it, which, as you saw this week, is actually what a lot of Democratic senators are saying as well. They do think that it's an improvement over the old system where insurance companies could kick you off for pretty much any reason or deny you for any reason, but they do think that it's still a bit of a work in progress.
Yeah, and there have been a number of measures passed on the Hill. Some of them have made it to the president's desk. He signed some of them to make some of those changes to the law, make it more workable. There are others that have been tad more controversial, and they may have made it to the House, but they haven't gotten any further than that. Angela, do you think that there will be any real change now that we have several Democrats in the Senate, especially a few who are up in tough midterm election races, willing to step forward and say, well, maybe we're going to make some more major changes here? Do you think that's going to get all rolling?
Karma, something in Washington, D.C. I think that we're going to see the Democrats go through what the Republicans went through in talking against Obamacare. It's an election year, and we have a lame-duck president, and people on the Hill now playing politics. So will we have changes made this year? I don't know, but I believe the reason why you have those Democrats promoting change now Self-preservation is the first law of nature, and they want to win an election.
It's very popular on Capitol Hill, as we see across the board, across the party spectrum. So, Christy, we've got the talk this week about, obviously, tomorrow's supposed to be the actual deadline for signing up. Now we're hearing from the administration after several promises that would never go beyond this date, that there is some wiggle room there. What do you make of that? And is it only going to give skeptics more ammunition?
Absolutely, it does. I mean, look, one way to look at this is we've already seen a number of delays, and here's just another one. And I think that's a fair criticism. It makes the administration look sloppy. On the other hand, what the administration is saying is, look, this is like election day. If you're in line at the polls at 8 o'clock, we're still going to let you vote because you've shown a good faith effort that you want to vote. These are people who want to sign up for Obamacare. Why would we deny them that? And I think that's a pretty fair point, too.
I think people should be able to sign up, but again, it's the flawed policies with this legislation. And if elected members of Congress would have done it right the first time, going through everything, we won't see these tweaks. Also, Sharon, I think people are upset about the waivers. The unions actually lobbied for this legislation, and they got waivers not to actually implement Obamacare in their unions. So a lot of people feel that it's unfair.
All right, I want to talk about a that looked at how, because one of the goals, obviously, stated when they were working on this was to lower healthcare costs. I mean, that's a goal that everybody can agree on across parties. But when you look now at the polling about how people feel about this, 65% think that healthcare law is actually making their insurance more expensive because we hear stories about people losing care, being shifted onto different policies, and the expenses are very different for some of them, not for everybody. Some people have good stories. But Christy, there's clearly some skepticism. Folks out there think this is actually going to cost them more.
There's definitely some skepticism. People do think that, but the fact is that on one level, we don't actually know how the law is working yet. We just saw 6 million people, but we don't actually, because the enrollment period has yet to actually come to fruition.
I've had people actually contact me where their premium went from $200 to $1,500, where certain treatments went from $50 to $350. And if you're on a set income, that's a problem.
The fact is that, again, more and more people keep signing up. We hit 6 million people this week. In fact, on Tuesday alone, the administration said that over 1 million people have gone to the website. So what this shows is there's certainly people who are having some reason to be skeptical, and there's other people who are saying, hey, listen, I've heard all that bad press, and I still really think that it's going to have an impact.
The people who are signing up are those people receiving rebates, or other people paying for it. The people who are signing up, who are they? And we need younger, healthier people to sign up to help pay for it.
Absolutely, absolutely. And that's the thing about as we get closer to this enrollment deadline, Americans are busy. We're procrastinators. We're the kind of people who wrote our college paper the night before it was due, right? And so, right? Not me. No, certainly not me either. But the people that are signing up now are, for the most part, healthy people who waited until the last minute. That's good for us.
And there's so much data that we've done, and we've got to leave it there. But we all continue to, reporters across the spectrum, push for the White House to tell us who those 6 million are. They people who lost their insurance, or the people who actually paid. They say they can't tell us that. So as this plays out, we'll get more information. Welcome back to the meeting. Good to see you both, ladies. All right, a man in need of a life-saving kidney searches online and actually finds a donor in just 2 weeks. You're going to meet that man and the kind of stranger who wound up saving his life. That's right after the break.
Stouffer's is proud to make America's favorite lasagna, topped with a mouth-watering blend of fresh cheese and aged Parmesan. It makes our lasagna a delicious centerpiece for this table, and your table. Stouffer's, America's favorite lasagna.
You've reached the age where you know how things work. This is the age of knowing what needs to be done. So why let erectile dysfunction get in your way? Talk to your doctor about Viagra. 20 million men already have. Ask your doctor if your heart is healthy enough for sex. Do not take Viagra if you take nitrates for chest pain. It may cause an unsafe drop in blood pressure. Side effects include headache, flushing, upset stomach, and abnormal vision. To avoid long-term injury, seek immediate medical help for an erection lasting more than 4 hours. Stop taking Viagra and call your doctor right away if you experience a sudden decrease or loss in vision or hearing. This is the age of taking action. Viagra. Talk to your doctor.
After 10 years of providing top-notch customer service and quality products, we're still rated #1 by the Wall Street Journal for do-it-yourself HIP repairs. Our signature dab, smear, and blend process allows you to make professional permanent repairs on your. And now our squirt and squeegee method
squeegee it smooth over the chips, then blend as usual. Go to drcolorchip.com. That's drcolorchip.com.
Extending Obamacare, our exclusive with Senators King and Barraza. Plus, she fought for health care reform. One family's heartbreaking story on the next Fox News Sunday.
March Madness with AT&T users who will be able to watch the 2014 NCAA men's basketball tournament. The top 16 teams compete on college basketball's grandest stage for the title of champion. And AT&T versus your all-access pass to all the madness. As coverage continues on TBS, CBS, TNT, and True TV. Enter Uverse.com/NCAA March Madness to watch live on your computer or download the NCAA March Madness live app from your smartphone or tablet to take the engine with you with March Madness Live and your Uverse subscription.
If you've ever considered getting a walk-in tub, we have great news.
No more cold seats. For a limited time, when you purchase a Safe Step walk-in tub, we'll upgrade your order to include our newest feature, a heated seat.
That's a $600 value. Free.
But that's not all. The new and improved dual hydrotherapy system now has foot massaging jets to help soothe aching feet.
There are 10 water jets total.
And 16 bubble streams that can help increase mobility, relieve pain, boost energy, and improve sleep.
And as always, Safe Step walk-in tubs are built to maximize safety, so you can stay in your home and enjoy the comforts of bathing in it.
Call the number on your screen now for more information and a free no-obligation consultation.
Our new walk-in tub is affordable and can change your life.
It's time to get the most out of your Uverse. Upgrade from YouTube to Uverse and get upgraded for 3 months free. You'll get up to 26 stars in Encore channels and unlimited access to all movies and series with stars and premium on demand. You can also watch your favorite titles whenever and wherever with Stars Play, Encore, Movie Plus Play. All free with your subscription. Upgrade today and get upgraded for 3 months free. Go to channel 9910 now.
March is National Kidney Month. Every year, more people die from kidney disease than breast and prostate cancer combined. And as you can imagine, there is a huge need for kidney donors. No one knows that better than our next guest, Philip Cunningham, the 7-year-old husband, father, and grandfather was desperately in need of a life-saving kidney. That's when he went to the website matchingdonors.com and met the man who would wind up saving his life. That man, John McNichol, is also joining us, and on the phone, Philip Cunningham, as he continues to recover. Gentlemen, welcome to you both. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Shannon.
Thank you, Shannon.
All right, Philip, you are still quarantined and recovering. Tell us how you're doing and what it means to you that you found this stranger online who gave you a perfectly good kidney.
Well, I consider myself to be a very, very lucky man. We met John and been recipients of his gift of life. I am doing very well right now. My kidney numbers are very good. It's been a real improvement. And I'm going through the process. I've been asked for a while to step on the wood crowds and public transportation and so on. But all the kidney numbers are very, very good. And I'm very appreciative of this deal.
We are so, so happy to hear that. Some good thoughts and prayers and wishes for you in your continued recovery. John, you also go by Mac, I know. Tell us what is